Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Mistika here, and welcome I guess to a brand new secondary Let's Play to the main one we were doing, which is Sonic Adventure 2. Now I'm gonna say this right now, because the game's giving us a warning anyway. The warning is, this game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a safe experience playing this game. For content warnings, please visit the website listed down there. It says, by playing Doki Doki Literature Club, you agree that you are at least 13 years of age and you consent to your exposure of highly disturbing content. Sure, I agree. I find it interesting we have a warning. And it gave us the warning again. So, here's the thing I'm going to start off by saying right now. Actually, let me check the settings. Text speed, auto forward, music, sound. Okay, so we're in window mode. So, everything looks pretty good for the most part. So, first off, let me say by saying right here, when this game first came out, I honestly did not give a crap about it. Especially considering that it just looks like one of those little graphic novel visual sort of deals. And we've played one of those on the channel before. The last one we played was Cupid, and while I didn't mind the story of Cupid, I was all like, I don't know if I really want to play more games like this in the future because of how long they are. And even this game, when it first came out, almost every freaking person in the goddamn planet was playing it. And I'm all like, this looks like a dumb game. It just looks like a dating simulator. It just looks so stupid. But I'm gonna be honest, I actually now have interest in it. And here's the reason why. I actually looked up online because since we're having problems trying to get through South Park because South Park's being stupid, and I figured, well, I need another game to play, and I remembered hearing about this one. I tried searching online about the story of what the deal is with this game, and apparently according to what I looked up on Google, the first thing that pops up is father warning about his 15-year-old son's death due to Doki Doki Literature Club. I think this game has killed somebody, unfortunately. So now, because of that reason, this game has perked my interest. Now, I'm pretty sure the way this game works is the name we put in is the name of the character. So let's see. How does it... Oh, do we have to do capital? Oh, yeah, we do. So we're going to go ahead and call our little person Connor. We're going to name him that because as of the past number of days and week and whatever, I've been having to deal with the annoying thing of Connor, and I'll explain in a minute. Let's go and get started. Hey! I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori. Oh, reminder, these are all Japanese character names, so if I accidentally butcher a name, my apologies. I'm not Japanese, I am American, so I can't guarantee I'll say all the names right. Anyway, that girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again. Yeah, it's called an alarm clock, you know that, right? But I caught you this time. Yeah, see, that's what I figured. The name you give the character is the name you type in is the name of your character, basically. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Connor. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. So real quick, just before I continue onward, the reason why I chose the name Connor is because unfortunately, the internet, for whatever reason, has become obsessed with Detroit Become Human in a bad way. And I have the game and it's enjoyable, but I'm not gonna lie, the internet has ruined one of the characters and has made him a meme to the point that I fucking hate him now. So we're gonna use the name Connor, because something tells me if this game's as screwed up as it is, I mean, if it led to somebody dying, my guess is our main character's probably gonna die too, so why not? Anyway, we cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Connor, have you decided on a club to join yet? Why would you join any club? A club? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Yeah, it's how you get yourself into a problem, genius. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. Why? Why is it that important to you? And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years before because you're not used to the real world. That depends. Is she going to define this word for me? You trust me, right? Nope, no, of course she's not going to define it. What the flip is a NEET? What the freak does that mean? Is that like an acronym for something? I don't like when games assume you know things when in reality you don't. Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? I'm not sure, dude. More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting there and spacing out, so I came in. We just said that. Why would you... Okay. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori, yeah? There is no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kinda told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member, and Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Heh. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go. You have to love that it's a black screen, like it's just fade in, fade out, like for transitioning in this game. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Okay. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Okay, so I'm guessing they mean junior year. That's another thing that annoys me sometimes about games like this, because since a lot of times these sort of games are set in a Japanese style, they set everything in Japanese to the point that they don't even kind of like Americanize it per se. So like if you're like me and you're wondering this and you're reading this and you're like third year, what does that mean? I mean, I'm going to guess it means junior, junior year, 11th grade. But that's just my guess. I could be like completely flipping wrong. But anyway, Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Girl number 1. That's a great name, girl number 1. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. I like how this character looks. She actually looks pretty. She's got long, pretty purple hair. Sayori always says nice things about you. Girl number 2. Wonderful name as well. Seriously, you brought a boy? Why, is you guys' club an anti-boy group, I guess? I mean, it's kind of gender biased, don't you think? Way to kill the atmosphere. How's it killing the atmosphere? You're a literature club. You're reading books. Girl number 3. Ah, Connor, what a nice surprise. How does girl number 3 know our name already? I'm guessing, did we share a class with her or something? Welcome to the club. Yeah, but we're speechless right now. We don't know. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. It's nice to know that our character has only one thing on his mind, and it's in the flippin' gutter. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. Oh, so now we got a name for the character, so that one's Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. I'm assuming freshman. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Oh, okay, so this girl over here is Yuri. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, obviously, yeah, I mean, she's obviously more of an introvert. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica. Is that right? Oh, okay, so we have one character who doesn't have a Japanese name. That's right. It's great to see you again, Connor. Monica smiles sweetly. How do we know each other? Says, we do... Oh, okay, here we're getting an explanation. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Okay. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down, Connor. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Well, why are you thanking me? It's not like Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did, so you already said, well, maybe. But not for you, you dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting it on the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess, but where are you making the tea? What type of classroom is this? Like a chemistry class or something? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow and then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile, but it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah, we'll do our best. You know it. I swear this is such a weird cliche. I'm honestly feel like I'm watching like a teen's television show or something. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked. Sorry. Man, I swear this very, very light text against the pink does not help. It's not good for reading. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So Connor, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me, and telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Oh, okay, well that's interesting. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really, I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? Well, what? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. And give that back. Fine, fine. Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. Okay, what the heck? This Monica chick is something else. She kind of keeps putting Yuri on the spot. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Aw, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond with the club. Isn't that right, Connor? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. And what's that? Now that we're back to the original topic, me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought, Connor, you all, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Okay, do one of these is your friend, and the other one looks a little too young for you. If anything, you only got a shot with maybe 2 chicks here, but whatever. You know, his mind's somewhere else, obviously. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the Literature Club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring into the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Connor, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class, star Monica, with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Connor, since we are already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayuri and I never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! Well, that was fun. With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 4 girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Oh, okay. Okay, I guess we'll do the poem thing and then we'll stop for the time being, because I'm assuming the next thing will be just a lot of reading. So, It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen if whoever likes your poem the most. Okay. So I'm just picking random words. Alright. Unending. Fear. Beauty. Tone. This is very weird to write a poem like this. Dream. Alone. Games. Despise. Anger. Contamination. Screwed silly. Alone. Doopy doopy doo doo doo. Frightening. Wrath. Disown. So apparently she's hopping up more. I'm guessing that means we're doing good. Oh. Why the heck was she like deaf? That's a weird one. Horror. Graveyard. Let's see. Doop-a-doo. Disaster. Grief or misery? Okay, that's a weird one for her to like over there. Depression. That is a weird one for her to like. Peaceful. This is a weird thing. I don't understand what I'm writing. Love, I guess. Massacre. Tragedy. And dark. Okay, so I think we're gonna go ahead and stop right here. We did the poem thing, and I guess next time we will go ahead and let's see. Can I save? Oh yeah, you can save. Yeah, page. There we go. And we shall go back to main menu. Yes. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and stop right there. I'm still questioning what sort of weird, freaky crap is gonna happen in this game. Like I said, this game only perked my interest because I read about the whole death of some guy's son, unfortunately, and he claims it's linked to this game somehow. Apparently, his son got sucked into the game so much that death was inevitable. I'm questioning how true that is, because like I said, it doesn't look like anything spooky, but apparently if the developers put a warning on it, then there must be something screwed up in it. That's for freaking sure. And another thing I also want to point out, I want to apologize for last week there not being a video. It's kind of funny how weather works around here. Yeah, excuse me. Also dealing with getting over a cold and everything too. But no, for a good number of days we actually had a drought. We had heavy sun, and we were all like, dang, we need the rain. Well, last week Mother Nature gave us a lot of rain. We had a lot of heavy rain, some flood warnings here or there, and unfortunately because of that, this caused not only internet to conk out a little here or there and to go off and on, and it was just acting up. And I'm thinking to myself, you know, the worst thing I need to happen is either my computer's going to shut off while I'm recording, or while I'm uploading, the internet's going to shut off, because, you know, rain and everything and the weather can really affect it. So last week I was like, I'm not going to chance it. I'm not going to bother recording a video. I'll just wait till the following week after. And once again, because I screwed up on the South Park game, we won't be playing that for a while, at least until I fix it. So in the time being, we shall play this. But, like I said, I do question what this game is about. I've actually never watched anyone play it. I even tried, like when it first came out, I tried to watch some people play it, but I was all like, this game looks so stupid, and I just stopped. So, here's the good news. If anything creepy happens in this game, it'll be a complete surprise for me. Otherwise than that, yeah. So I guess we'll find out what's going on next time with our poem next week. But until then, you know, if you guys like this episode, you You know, you enjoyed it, you like what you saw, you know the drill. Like, fave, subscribe, all that good stuff. And with that said, I will see you guys around later. Much. Bye.